So, a historic LP right there. Rich's debut and Charlie's last hurrah, or whatever you call it, on the ST2K.
Last sad ending.
And now we were thinking about shutting down the channel right after that, because how can we have an ST2K channel without Charlie?
You know, it's pretty funny. That's actually around the time we started getting a bunch of subscribers.
Yeah. Whoa. Actually,
of course, that was
speaking
thanks to
of Rich,
Wiiguy, but you know.
Thanks to Wiiguy and Rich. Thanks to Wiiguy and Rich, we got over 100 subscribers that 1 week. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Wiiguy.
You're welcome. I know you all be hating, but I still like Charlie, even though it's because it's you. You know, it happened with you. I didn't have anything, so that's why I still like him.
I don't.
Still love you, man.
I don't have a grudge with him no more. He's the one that was mad at me. I tried to work things out with him, but then he got really mad when he fell for the April Fool's joke, which was not aimed toward him necessarily. I mean, it's not my fault you fell for it. I mean,
all I know is that this event was stupid and it should have happened, but it happened, and sadly we had these falling apart.
But still, we had a good year review.
Falling apart.
Yeah, the podcast, that was a good podcast. It was a four-parter, I think, because we're trying to include everybody. Right. Green, everybody. Part 1, it was me, Jman, Jeff, Charlie, and Nick Tate that was on there. And then parts 2, I don't remember. I think Green, Det Fan, Wiiguy, Baer, part 3, whatever. So it's a 4-parter. Right. It was real good. You got to look back 2009, which was a fun time for us on YouTube.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Not just for the ST2K channel, but on individual channels.
Right.
Except mine.
Okay. Part 2 was Green and Jman. I thought Jman was in this one again. Okay, yeah. Green Jman.
Hey.
Part 3 was Det Fan and Baer.
I guess I know.
Part 4 was so it was
after doing some research.
No, it was me, Jman, Jeff, Green, Baer, and Wiiguy for one final talk about 2009, I guess, because I think Wiiguy wasn't in any of them yet.
Yeah, it was just all about me. It was all
about Wiiguy. We was asking you questions about what you thought.
Yeah, that was cool. That felt pretty nice.
Yeah, for the first time in your life, felt appreciated. Not
I've already
unlike the Job podcast.
The first podcast I was in, and where I met all you guys. Well, except for Baer, but most of the
Shut up.
Jeff, Charlie, Jman, and it was good. That was good. It's okay.
Shut up.
Here's an ECW LP, Shinobi 3.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Done on December 27th. Part 1 was featuring me, Jman, Wiiguy, and Baer. I think that's the one where Baer goes, tubular, Patrick Swayze. And Jman goes, Baer, too soon.
Yep.
Too soon. He goes, hey, I like Patrick Swayze. Yeah, but too soon. And Baer goes, you're too soon.
Oh, a good LP.
Wait a minute, you sound like a retard, Ron.
Well, that's how you talk. I mean, not like a retard, but that's how you talk.
That's how you talked before.
Yeah, I think I said something about yourself, Baer.
Whoa.
Oh.
Shut up, guys.
This is the kind of quality entertainment that we bring to the ST2K.
Yeah.
Well, from the ST2K.
Well, if you call it quality, I don't know, but yeah, anyways.
It was quantity more like.
Yeah,
more like quantity.
Never a problem with quantity.
Yeah.
We should have quality and quantity together.
But hey, we have 179 subscribers in a year's time. Not bad for a small-time channel that people don't know about. Well, they know a little bit more about it now thanks to Wiiguy and Rich and their shout-outs.
Woohoo! Go me.
That's why I said Wiiguy and Rich.
He wants like extra credit.
No,
all right, Wiiguy's the man. Without him, we would be dead. There.
No.
Has your ego been stroked enough?
No, I'm just saying.
I think he needs his cock stroked some more.
You shut up.
Boy.
God. No, I was just saying, woohoo, thank you, guys. You're welcome. That's pretty much what I was just saying.
Shut up.
How much attention do you need? No.
I need more attention than I can handle. It's over 9,000.
He's an attention prostitute.
Ew.
Okay, and then Shinobi
Time hooker.
Shinobi 3 Part 2 was featuring the LBR cast members debut. It was on New Year's Eve.
Oh,
Well, we did on New Year's Eve, but it was uploaded on New Year's Day.
yeah, that was a very good.
Me, J-Man, J-Man, The Unknown, and Archangel Zero. That was freaking funny. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was a really good one.
Yeah. And the whole LP in general was pretty awesome. Now, here's something even more awesome that we did. The TheST2K's show NFL Playoff Podcast.
Yes, I've been waiting for this.
Ever. Actually, we already talked about that. Let's move on.
It's the highlight of my life. And it should
next-
be the highlight of everyone else's life, too. I've said my piece. Go on.
Here's one of the subtitles for
And
Shinobi
then-
3. Let's fail at Shinobi 3 Return of the Karate Novice.
Now with more fail.
Yeah. Oh, the next LP. This is where I'm sure J-Man can guess what it is. This is where J-Man actually met Jeff in person.
I don't want to talk about it.
You.
Castlevania Bloodlines.
Bloodlines. Woo.
Game truly is ECW to say the least. It's featuring me, J-Man, Wiiguy, and Jeff. Some random people in the background. I
Yeah.
don't know who they were.
Tim Kaczynski
Yeah, and-
or something. He's like the nephew of the Unabomber or something like that.
Take his yeah, but anyway, that was an awesome LP. Castlevania Bloodlines is one of my favorite Castlevanias of all time. That was pretty good. That was pretty fun to do. Oh yes, one of the best podcast. I think this might be my favorite podcast we've done. Our favorite YouTubers.
Oh yeah, that was a very good one.
Oh,
yeah, now that was uploaded in February. Has 141 views. The trailer. When I say views, I mean the trailer. So
Yeah,
I
that
think
was one of the last ones that we actually put a trailer on SC2K, like a teaser before we
Like you
started
did, like
actually
the
doing
first 10.
trailers.
like the first 10 minutes.
Right.
These are teasers. Yeah, these are teasers. And this one's a teaser too. We got tired of doing that because I think. Well, why? Because
Well, you can just
I
go to
forgot what
Blip
stuff-
and listen to the whole thing, anyways.
yeah. Well, also on iTunes, because on Blip you cannot fast forward or rewind the slider or something like that. Is that right? On Blip, so I mean, but you can like make it a way, or you can put the link to the iTunes in the description on YouTube instead of just hoping that they would find it on iTunes or whatever. You can of course put the link on there and Blip, just in case people just want to hear it on Blip and not want to download the iTunes file.
Right.
But the favorite YouTubers one, that was freaking awesome. I mean, we talked about a lot of people that we watched on YouTube over the years, and Corn Shag, Archfiend, Bear's favorite, and Armate 21, and lots of other channels. Coastal
Wiiguy
Frasinopa,
309.
Coastal Frasinopa, or whatever his name is.
And we got 309.
Here we go again.
Jman
Jeff.
4641.
So that was a real fun podcast to do. And this kind of makes me mad, but this next LP has 749 views. Let's play Target Renegade.
My first LP. Woohoo! I reigned
We guys first LP.
You know, I quite enjoyed the first part of that. I think it was the first. No, it was the second part because I was I was bitterly suffering defeat from the New Orleans Saints when my Indianapolis Colts got beaten, and so doing that commentary kind of cheered me up. And plus, it was fun to make fun of that game, so that really cheered me up. Thanks, Wiiguy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, at least we got knows how to bring traffic to the channel. Give him that. Part 2 is almost 300 views, so that's pretty good. So Target Renegade is not completely useless.
Shut up.
Much better than the first one. The first one was utter garbage. I'm glad we didn't do that one. I don't think we will. Unless one of y'all want to do it. I'm not. Renegade sucked. Not Target. Well, yeah, that too, but Renegade. Oh, man. That game is just... It makes Target Renegade look ECW. The first Renegade was terrible. But the next LP we did, Star Tropics.
Epic.
Now we're talking.
Oh,
Star
yeah.
Tropics.
Cheater.
Done in February. Yeah, but I had to use ECW mode for that because
yeah, it was
Pirate
worth it. I
Fanboy
mean, to
channel-
get to the game. So, yeah. Just had to
Yeah,
say.
and the ending was awesome. You remember the ending? That was awesome ending.
You know, it was awesome.
Yeah.
The whole last part because we had like 9 people on there. It was crazy.
Oh yeah.
I think that was when I beat the game. But,
Right.
that was before the Let's Discuss. Yeah, we had Deathfan, a lot of people on there, including the Unknown, Angel, I think Venom over here on my end.
We had people on
And
there
then-
that was unknown to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the Unknown and the Lesser Known. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people in that podcast, and Green, I think, Baer, and
Hello.
yours falsely, Ronmower, Jman.
Hello.
Yeah, so,
Wiiguy,
What?
of course. We're all
I
together.
said Baer.
Yeah, I think
Hi.
it's very 13.
What,
So,
Baer
I
actually
won't
wants
stop
to say
saying
something.
it.
Part 2 was called Star Soldier 1 Tropics.
Which was the one that you
Hello.
had like the thumbnail of Star Soldier.